Okay, hello. I'm not sure if I'm live. I pressed start streaming. There's nobody in my chat though that I can see, which is a sign that I fell off or nobody cares about Finalmouse. One of the two. Okay, we have some chat messages. Thank God. Gavorian. Okay, we have some chat. Okay, gotta turn myself off. I should go to the Finalmouse event countdown. You see, we're presented here with a timer. So if you're here, it's a little bit of a wait, but it's going to be a shocking wait. That's what it will be. Um, yeah, who knows? Who knows what Finalmouse is going to announce? It's the reveal event. Who knows what is going to be revealed? Wow, Finalmouse just hit 10K subscribers. I swear there were like 1,000 people waiting before the stream started, and then once it started, it dropped because it wasn't the actual reveal. Did they announce the release date? No. Well, who knows? Maybe they will announce the release date at the reveal event. If it's not 16K polling rate, I do not want it. Well, once again, I mean, this is going to be a free thinking event. Perhaps it will be. Maybe even 32K. I saw some keyboard had a 32K scan rate. Did anybody else see that? No paint? I don't believe there's going to be paint. I think it's going to be just like the raw material. It's going to be like a dark gray, like kind of black color, potentially. I'm in college. I can't splurge on a mouse. What should I get? I mean, what can you spend? Like $60? They're like VXE, Mad R, Skyrox V8, Death Adder V3 wired. These are options. Let's go Mets? Absolutely. I mean, the Mets, I don't think I streamed last weekend. There was just, the season's madness, but I'm hoping they can pull through tonight. It's a shame that Edwin Diaz blew a game. That's my guy. It's not good for me as an Edwin Diaz believer. What's up, Mouse Gang? What is going on? Guadalupe. Mouse, what mouse am I using? The Vaxi E1. I almost said the Zowie E1. I'll have a video on this out soon. I'm using the Vaxi PC Mousepad. So I'm very Vaxi pilled. And you got to be, like Shroud said, you got to match peripherals. Prime Day's another joke, not a single GPU on sale. I thought there was like an AMD GPU on sale. I like went through Random Frank P's description. But yeah, Prime Day wasn't a great situation. I did post my video on Prime Day though. So if any of you guys, while we're waiting, want to see some deals, potentially go check that out. All hail Grimace. Yeah. And the Jets fired Robert Saleh. So people are saying that was kind of like a sacrifice for the Mets. And I believe that. But I mean, Jets football is insanity. Since I just got a stall. Because I thought, when they say an event is going to start at 11 PST, I don't think that means 11:15 PST. But clearly it does. Boardsy, I got a ROG Hardpace Mini, pretty good mouse. You should review. Okay, I'll ask Asus for one. Because I thought when it was up for pre-order and they didn't send me one along with the Harp Extreme, I was like, oh, this is probably just not going to come out for a while. But now people have it, so it's a weird situation. Vaxi versus Dex? I feel better in game with the Dex, but it's like, they feel very similar as well. When I first got the Dex, I was like, oh, this is totally not an EC, but it's like, they still like have the essence of an Ergo in hand and not like identical feel, but you know what I'm saying. Let's go. Can't wait for this. I also got the new OP1 8K Purple Frost edition. No creaks at all. Love it. Yeah, I mean that if you got a good copy, that's just a very good OP1, and the OP1's a good mouse. But I did see when I was looking for Prime Day deals, Endgame gear, I went to the OP1 and it said this mouse or like this item has a high return rate. That was the first ever mouse I've seen on Amazon with that. So that was shocking. I guess it's just due to the size mostly. Is this a Finalmouse release? Yes. I don't know. Beyond the ULX competition, which we pretty much hold on, where's Finalmouse? There they are. Where is it? You see, this is the ULX competition. There's clearly flat sides. So I think this is going to be released or announced. But I don't think it's just going to be that. Because if it's just that, it doesn't seem like a lot, really. Hey, Borzy, can you talk about the leaks you know about? I don't know. I'm trying to, like, think. I don't know if I know about any, like, leaked stuff. But there's actual proper Zowie wireless mice of, like, the ZA13, the S2, maybe even the FK2, I think, are going to release. And they're going to send me them soon, so... That's not quite like an unreleased product. There's obviously the WL mouse. They're like OP1 style of shape, made of like forged carbon or whatever. That's interesting, but these aren't like real leaks, I guess. Me give you Hawk Tua. Appreciate the comment. Timmy on Zen. Or do you even use a mouse if you're zenning, or is that just like a name thing? S2 still not shipped. People got the FK2 DW already? Yeah, I saw like, I've seen plenty of copies out there. I just didn't get one. Yo, Basil, what's going on? What material is the Vancer mouse made of? Stubby said he was not able to break it. Oh, like the OG Vancer Gretza? I think Stubby got like some separate copy. I'm honestly, not gonna lie, I'm not up to date with Stubby's like mouse breaking adventures, but I wish him the best. Oh, wait. You guys like gotta leave a like on my stream. How the fuck are there 0 likes? That's not okay. I'm sure there's more than 0 likes, but 14 minutes. How much was it when I started? Presumably 19. We're getting through the time. It's okay. They say good things come to those who wait. WL Mousepad review. There's just, I would literally, if I were to review it, it would be a 1-minute video, and I would just be like, this is essentially a Saturn Pro Surface with just a shitty, or just a standard Xsoft Chinese pour-on base, and that's all there is to that. I'm not liking a live stream. Why not? Just fucking press the button. People liked the Finalmouse live stream. Like, if we can beat Finalmouse in terms of likes, that's monumental. There are 70 likes. I appreciate that. Like, well, you guys are waiting for Finalmouse. You have nothing better to do than like it. The WL pad is decent. I thought it was better than Aqua Control Pro. It's just a totally different texture. They're just like similar levels of quality, I feel. Is there a drop? I don't think there's going to be a mouse available for purchase today. I think we are more likely to get a reveal date. But there's a chance that the ULX competition is going to be their permanently in stock model. But I can't confirm that, but we just have to wait for the keynote event. My E1 shipped. I'm excited for it. It's a very high quality mouse. It's just like a nice... Vaxi mice are good. How you gotta look at it. The 8K polling drop. The 8K polling has been out for so long. I see the narrative that like there's no 8K after a year, and I just think to myself, like, there's been 8K for so long. It's not officially released. I guess some people don't know it's out there, but you just gotta go to the firmware section on Xpanel, then like type -beta at the top, and then you can download the firmware. Is there anything new or special with the X2H V3? Not really. I was expecting a little bit more. Just the switches feel different, and they might say like they're better quality, but I found the switch feel to be iffy. Do you think lighter weight mice make a big difference for wrist pain on high sense? Potentially. I mean, I don't experience that pain on high sense, so you'd have to try it for yourself, but logically, possibly. Order the Zygot Reese. Isn't that fresh reviews IEM? People not getting them until next month with Amazon shipping? That's bizarre. Yeah, I need fucking new headphones. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but like there's no rubber part at the top of my headphones. It's just absolutely brutal. But I don't know. I just haven't pulled the trigger. It's my birthday in like a week, so maybe I will get myself some headphones. But I don't know. I should probably get something. Yo, Portsy, how's your day? It's good, Ramen. I woke up early. I recorded my Prime Day video. Now I'm streaming the Finalmouse event. This is what life is all about. I should probably X out of my stream because I keep clicking instead of the Finalmouse one. Happy early birthday. I appreciate all of the well wishes. Happy early birthday to you guys as well. Get the AirPods Pro Max Air 14? Probably not. Do like any streamers or like pro players use those? That would be tough. Yo, Mavalent, how's it going? Are you not a fan of IEMs? No, I tried them a while. Like when they were really getting hyped up like a year and a half ago, let's say, and it's just, they never hit for me. It's like headphones are not a product type that needs to be replaced in my eyes. Like I'm fine with AirPod Pros when I'm like outside, but I don't know. Don't get them started on IEMs. That's a good comment, Whoa, there. Yeah, IEMs, my mind has been made, just like a lot of things. Can't you buy a new pad for the top of those headphones? They're out of stock with Sennheiser, or not Sennheiser, fucking Beyerdynamic, and I'm just not going to reach out to the support. I don't care. You know, they won. My fucking shit broke. I'm never going to use it again. I should do something with my Focal Clears. Are there people who mod headphones? Because I have this, like, the only thing that's broken is not the drivers. So, I don't know. I feel like something could be done. They've just been sitting around for years. Try the Audi's Maxwell. I mod headphones. Ziggy, I appreciate your services. You try earphones? I mean, I would be willing to try IEMs again. I just know it's not gonna work for me. Do some DIY sponge for it? I was thinking about that. And then I was just thinking, do I really even care about how it is currently? And the answer is no, because I put up with it. Yo, how's it going, Jay Sicarius? A ton of modders in the headphone community. Well, hopefully one of them reaches out to me. Actually, I don't even know where the clears are. Like, I have an idea. Do I buy the Maya X, Maya 4K or Maya X if I like the Akitsu size and shape? And the OP1, definitely go with the standard Maya, I'd say. Speed up the vid. That's a good idea. Yeah, this is a live stream, right? It's not a, like, it's actually going to be live. It's not pre-recorded. That's what I'm looking to say. How's the LGG Neptune compared to the MPC 450? Probably less raw speed and just a much less aggressive texture, but a bit more controlled, I'd imagine. 9 minutes feels like an eternity. I've somehow just been going for 10 minutes, so we're good enough. This should be a good mouse. I'm betting on it. Well, we got the R2 pair bet, so, I mean, what do we need beyond that? You mean Premiere? Yes, that's what I was looking to say. But it still could be a pre-recorded live stream. I hope this is Final Boy from the flesh. My Celestia building dust. The Focal Celestia? That rings a bell. I just, like, forget it. Did you 2x speed the live stream? There's no point, but I do appreciate the well wishes. It's not a live stream, it's a social experiment. I genuinely thought about that. I was like, what if they just keep adding time to the timer to see how long I keep going? Light 1,000 viewers? Damn, did I hit 1,000? The Finalmouse events, they just do that. And we gotta usurp Finalmouse. That's what it's all about. X-Ray pad, Heavy B or Kinsui 2 Pro Plus for a muddy mouse pad? Maybe go with the eSport Tiger option, but I think the Heavy B is a very underrated pad. I have another Heavy B coming in, which might even be more controversial than the Sydney Sweeney pad. Like, I don't know how I keep doing it. Do you plan on getting the Centerpiece Pro? I have no idea. Maybe the Centerpiece will get announced as well, because there hasn't been an update on that in a while. I have fucking, like, 5 codes for that thing over there. Are you fiending? I'm looking forward to it. I wouldn't say I'm fiending. What are you drinking? This is an iced coffee in a Mets cup. I didn't even realize that. And I also have my Poland Spring water over here. I had a dream that I had a collab with Poland Spring. I fucking woke up. I was very disappointed. ULX without skates is good on the Wallhack SP004. I would doubt that, but you know, if it works for you, it works for you. Give me code. I'm going to give some away when it's actually available. Because I thought about giving one away like a year ago, but somebody would have just had it for that long by now. Finalmouse Discord people said that the Centerpiece will be talked about. Damn, who knows? Like, really, who knows what's going to happen at this event? Why does Lambs use dot skates near a sensor? Like, on the Maya and the Thorn, it's just to add stability. And, like, balance, I guess. Ever had a dream that you ruined your life, then woke up? Not really that I can recall. There have been dreams, obviously, where you're just in a situation that isn't reminiscent of your own life, if that counts. I'm just here for Steve. Sure. Final Boy. Shout out to Final Boy. That's who most people should be here for. Do you think mini mice are better? I don't main, like, mini mice. I'm fine with stuff in the size range of, like, the GPX, the V3 Pro, like, Maya X. Like, I'm fine with, like, standard size mice, but if I had small hands, I'd probably prefer small mice. Should I get Arson, He, Soft or X-Soft? I'd recommend Soft, honestly. Bought the Zamkunig M3K. Didn't they do, like, another drop? Mine's finally shipped. I ordered in, like, December 17th was the drop? Jesus. Hope the Mets win so they can lose to the Dodgers. I mean, that's very, very high hopes that the Dodgers make it through the Padres. That's a whole nother series. Like, if the Mets were into the playoffs, I'd probably be a little bit more invested in that. But, I mean, all the series are tied. That's good baseball. At ? I don't know, Chris Morales. I don't know. Gateron Magnetic Jade still best. Some guy in my comments was saying there was some better switch, like the Gion Raw, or I don't know. I'm not really tapped into, like, the Hall Effect Switch market, but I guess I should be. Like, I should have some custom with, like, just, I don't know, like a custom Hall Effect keyboard. Do we think this mouse is going to be lighter? I do believe it was, like, they said it was going to be lighter with flat sides, so I guess it just comes down to what they announce. If the Mets make it to a World Series so they get beat by the Tigers, there's no way the Tigers make it. Maybe they will, though. You ever play Apex? A few years ago, but it was, it's just lost out to Fortnite for me, and now it seems like as the years pass, Fortnite's bigger than ever. Apex is, you know, just dying a slow death. It's sad to see. Have you seen how they want to sell them? They were talking about doing a thing called FinalCon where you turn up with your code. Well, they've done FinalCon in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do another one. I doubt that would be the only way to get one, but then again, it is Finalmouse, so it's possible. What are the codes you mentioned for? For the Finalmouse Centerpiece keyboard, whenever it drops, I do, because I went to FinalCon 2022, I guess it was. I got a few codes then. So they're like literally on like acrylic pieces of plastic. Pretty cool. Yo, Jay Reese with the 5 big ones. Hey, Boardmate, how's the Vaxi E1 compared to the EC2? It's like very similar. I'd honestly recommend looking, like Vaxi puts up a graph of comparisons on their website. They'll explain like the very minor differences in like the shape design, but more or less it's just Vaxi's version. I will talk more about it in my full review. But yeah, if you like the EC2, you'll like the E1. I can say that with a lot of confidence, guys. 3 minutes and 44 seconds. It's not going to be lighter. Lol. Then you're telling me Final Boy would misinform their most likely structural improvements? Well, I think it's going to be a 3950 as well, unless it isn't. This is just going to be another ugly as fuck gaudy product from Finalmouse. That's one way to look at it. But if we don't know, you got to stay until the reveal. Extremely shocking. It's very shocking. They talked about a Discord entry system. I don't know. They probably talk about a lot of things, but actually producing the Centerpiece has proved to be very hard. It has a solid side. Wow, that's what we're inclined to believe. Let's see. Has Finalmouse tweeted again? 13 minutes. No, I think that was like when I started my stream. Or a 4000 series sensor. See, that would be shocking and revolutionary. Why do you have the Copilot on your taskbar? I have no idea. That's probably fucking up my FPS, right? No, I was actually... Yesterday, I used my Wooting on the default profile, and the entire day I was like, why does my Fortnite feel fucked up? And then I got back on the good profile. So whenever people say there's no difference between keyboards, it's just a perception difference. Bro doesn't use ReviOS. No, ReviOS was, that's like the 2021 operating system. Surely there are like newer things now. I give up. I'm sad. You just gotta wait 2 minutes. See, this is the thing with a countdown. No need to be sad. Damn, they have 2,000 watching. Very shocking. How much does it cost? Nobody knows, man. You guys gotta realize these questions are gonna be answered at the shocking reveal event. Thoughts on these see, questions are beginning to be spammed. You guys can't spam. There's too many viewers for the spam. Like this is just a typical weekend stream. Is it a limited edition? I don't think so. I think they're aiming to do the opposite of a limited edition. Why is it unlisted? I don't know. It's like you can only reach it through the embed on their website. I don't know why why that's the case. I need them to reveal this faster. I'm trying to watch I Am Rio. It's crazy that at fucking 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, there are other things overlapping your ability to watch this. Yo, Sam the Ham with the $5 Australian. Mentioned not many aftermarket skates work for G3. Which ones do I use? That's what I was furious. I don't know if the G305 or like the G Pro wired standard skates fit. If they don't, I can't think of any besides Dots. Hopefully that answers your question. Check the Finalmouse tweet replies, I can imagine. Oh shit, wait, I just realized there's a minute left. I can't not be on the right stream. Is the Sony OLED pretty much the same as the Asus equivalent panel? Yeah, but apparently there are minor differences. People in my comments were complaining about the Asus monitor, but then Badseed released a video shitting on my monitor. So, I don't know. Are you a G-Wolves glazer? I would think of myself as far from a G-Wolves glazer. Like, I've always hated the HTX, and some people love that shape. I didn't really, like, champion the Hot ES, like, Plus. I don't know. Maybe this time 8K firmware comes together. I mean, if you have the mouse, you can have 8K firmware at this very moment. If you're upset that you don't have to download a firmware update, I don't know what to say. Borzy, I love you. I appreciate that. Lol, boy, pew, 221. Okay, 11, 10, 9, 8. This is shocking. Oh, wait, I don't have my headset on. Hopefully this will be loud enough. Okay, this is shocking. The event is here. If they put up another timer, I'm honestly used to this with like Fortnite LAN events and shit though. Shocking reveal. Okay.
Hi everyone. My name is Maxime Vincent. I'm the VP of Engineering at Finalmouse, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to today's keynote and reveal event. Today, we will be unveiling our new generation of the Ultralight X, the ULX competition.
Full screen show.
We will start by taking you through an in-depth and exciting how it's made video, where we showcase every step of how an Ultralight X is made at our factories, from the processing of the carbon fiber all the way to final assembly. Afterwards, we will reveal the ULX competition and dive into the engineering keynote.
There we go.
We're excited to showcase everything we've been working on and hope you all enjoy.
Video's too loud, is it? Some people are saying it's a bit louder than me. Most overpaid engineer? He's been on the team for like a year or so. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Get an inside look at the factory. That's what it's all about. Still too loud. Shocking. Is it good now? These PCBs. Mechanical processes. Doing a little bit more quiet. Everybody said it was fine. I'll take their word for it. It's like this nice, relaxing music. Boring. I agree. When's this gonna get exciting? Look at these machines. They're playing in China. All this equipment, yet they still have a low quality. I mean, this equipment isn't making the entire mouse. Loud a little? Now it's too loud? Okay, well, I don't know. People are telling me it's fine, then it's loud. Maybe it's a them issue. ULX competition's a Boardsy themed mouse? True. Boardsy will be in the last step of assembly? True. Yeah, I'm hand quality control checking every mouse. Oh, look at the way those scroll wheel encoders just go in there. It's kind of insane that this is done by hand. When are they going to reveal? Well, they got to show us this like cool B-roll video. Maybe there's no shell and all we're getting is circuit boards and switches? That's not bad. Well, if they actually take us through the whole process of making a mouse, that will be pretty cool. And more like insight than most brands give. I could look at Chinese machinery all day. It has to do with the production of these mice. Thoughts on the Starlight 12 Phantom? Probably wouldn't recommend it if you have to pay like a good amount of money for it compared to like a standard offering. Very science, much technique. Wow, like they go into a box just like everything else. Oh, is this their carbon? I don't know what I'm looking at. Dirt's grows paler than the snow? Me? Or the Chinese man? Yeah, microplastics? This is like macroplastics. W event. I agree. My dog agrees as well. It's gonna be $289. Yeah, they're showing us why it's gonna be more expensive. They're just like casually, slowly leading us in to the moment. And, button pieces. Very shocking. Damn, my monitor. I can just see the pure black. Pretty amazing. You're paying for this video. That was the video. Let's go. I presume that's like the production. ULX competition. Re-engineer fiber optic chassis of the better tolerance in the side of the phone. I missed that last part. Oh. Is it? Still the lightest. Only 30 grams? Is it 30 grams? Is that just like, yeah, it's around 30 grams, or is that like 30 grams? Only true stable tournament-ready 8K in the world. That's a claim. It's a high number, but microseconds are a small amount. It's 35 mouse grams. That's funny. New software feature tournament scroll. Any competitive player that unscroll to jump. This is a game changer. Maybe they fixed these photos. Gotcha. Raw carbon. Slower than OP1 8K? Yeah, but it's wireless. I mean, I'm not trying to rain on their parade, but this is what many people assume with the flat-sided ULX competition. I guess they wanted to just give us copper content. This is not shocking. Yeah, I will say I'm not completely shocked, but available to order. That might be the shocking part, if that's the implication. Because if it's just like it's not a limited batch.
We introduced lightweight mice to the gaming industry.
Let me know if the audio's fine.
Back then, we'd achieved a modest 70 grams. But what's interesting is that many competitors, critics, and even gamers were quick to say that 70 grams was too light and that the ideal weight for an esports mouse should be at least 90 grams. Fast forward a few years,
Scalper's working hard on the 21st. Yeah, but if it's permanent stock, who knows?
Once again, the initial reaction from our competitors was that 50 grams was far too light and that the ideal weight for an esports mouse is between 70 and 80 grams. A couple more years went by and, well, I think you get the idea.
I was looking
Today,
for an
our
ergo
competitors like to spread the false notion that 50 to 60 grams is the ideal weight range for an esports mouse, all the while scrambling to catch up in weight. But the science tells us there's no such thing as too light, and history seems to agree. Let's dive into some math and finally clear up why lightweight mice are objectively better for performance. We're sure many of you have heard of Newton's second law of motion and the famous equation force equals mass times acceleration. While it's true that this equation is significant in the discussion of lightweight mice, to truly illustrate the objective benefits, we need to go a little deeper and use a set of 5 kinematic equations that are rooted in the fundamental laws of motion. These equations are referred to as the Suvat equations, and they describe the motion of objects in a straight line.
It's not what I was expecting.
So let's assume
this is what free thinking is all about, though.
One weighs 35 grams. That will be our ULX. The second weighs 65 grams, and the third weighs 95 grams.
This is like a rocket jump ninja video.
Assuming equal friction and force, we want to see how long does it take for each mouse to be swiped across a 300 millimeter mouse pad. First, we need to find the acceleration using Newton's equation. Now that we have the acceleration for each mouse, we'll use the second Suvat equation and solve for time. Since the initial velocity is 0, the equation simplifies.
I'm already in Calc 2, and this should be like
the square root of 2 times the displacement divided by the acceleration. Let's see what that gives us. Amazingly, the 35 gram ULX reached its target 16.7 milliseconds faster than the 65 gram mouse.
Wow.
And 29.7 milliseconds faster than the 95 gram mouse. Let's think about how big
you just got final math. Wow, whoever said that was genius.
Even the difference between a ULX and a 65 gram mouse, which many consider to still be super light, is massive. 16.7 milliseconds of latency is the equivalent of playing on a West Coast game
server. What does Mexico have to do with this?
When you live on the East Coast. Another way to put this is even if you used a mouse from 30 years ago, you wouldn't add this much motion latency. Now, of course, this is a theoretical simulation with constant variables. In real life, a gamer could compensate by applying more force and even adjusting the friction of the surface with different mouse pads. But the fact remains that even in all of these scenarios, a heavier mouse will still require more force to maneuver, which will add strain to your grip and thus negatively impact your aim. Even just looking at the thousands of times a player can pick up a mouse during a gaming session.
Wait, that's Asu?
After each swipe and every flick.
That's a bad look.
This
I thought that was like a wedding
exponential amounts of fatigue,
which
which negatively impacts your aim.
Asu's hands? That's crazy.
So no matter which way you look at it, the science is pretty clear. There's no such thing as too light.
Wow. Are we going to get one of these for like each feature? More Final Math?
The ULX competition.
I gotta put my headset on.
We are as light as ever, but with new features designed specifically for the competitive tournament player.
Through this guy's a paid actor? No, I actually
and
met him
optimization of our carbon fiber composite chassis, we were able to implement solid, non-honeycomb sides for the main cage without compromising even a single gram of our industry-leading weight. Solid sides is a feature many competitive and professional players have been requesting for some time. The areas where your fingers touch the mice need to feel natural and unencumbered. By making sure there's no tactile distraction when you grip your mouse, the ULX competition provides a natural, more direct feeling that's better for your aim.
Battery life going to be low? I don't see any reason why.
All while keeping the ULX in the 30-gram range.
Solid sides have been around forever. Yeah, they like introduced not having solid sides.
No tactile sensation in the palm area, and the reduced contact surface between your palm and the chassis in this region improves airflow. This reduces instances of sweaty or clammy hands, which can negatively affect your aim and comfort. The ULX competition still features our cutting-edge carbon fiber composite chassis.
Airflow.
Only this time, we've developed new coating technologies that allow us to showcase the raw carbon fiber composite in all its glory.
New coating tech.
In the debut livery of the ULX competition, you'll be able to appreciate the nuances of the carbon fibers flowing through the material, all while experiencing enhanced grip and durability through our new UV matte clear coat process. We also have a few component improvements coming to the ULX competition. The scroll wheel encoder has been upgraded to a TTC.
Now, people have been asking for the raw finish for a while.
Which features a lubed stop wheel that results in a smoother feeling and longer lasting.
We're talking about the scroll wheel now. Shocking.
Additionally,
3950.
The right
Maybe he'll get there.
In the ULX competition will feature the same custom spec'd and super bend Wano blue shells that we utilized in the ULX Pro series.
Sticking to it.
The ULX competition will come in 3 sizes, just as before.
That's funny.
Only this time, the naming conventions have been changed to more accurately represent the sizes. Going forward,
wait, they changed the names?
Size has been renamed the classic size. This was done for several reasons. One, it is our original classic shape.
Hello,
and
Tiger?
2, it's the most standard.
This is the most shocking thing I've seen so far.
Gamers that are coming from other standard-sized options will find that the Classic is most comparable to other popular claw and palm grip focused mice in the
want people to buy the big size?
And with claw
Do people not like
being
Tigers?
The most widely used by competitive players in today's esports scene, we wanted to emphasize that our Classic size is the most universal. The other 2 sizes will be referred to as
the large is most universal? Interesting.
The medium is more of a modern medium size that caters to fingertip and
no more furry naming
grips.
Convention.
We call it a modern medium because several years ago the medium size
I think the lion just had more aura
or a small size. But with trends slowly gravitating towards smaller size mice and more fingertip focused aiming, the medium size has quickly gained considerable popularity.
Wow.
And lastly, the small size
is,
of course, a true small mouse, targeted primarily at fingertip grip enthusiasts
are you
who
a furry?
Want an exceptionally small shape. These are just some of the new features.
They considered it, John, but it was just like a FOMO tactic. Buying all 3. They got new names. I gotta buy all 3. And what did they say? October 21st?
Generation ULX competition will now be shipping standard with our new 8K competition firmware release. This firmware has been in development and testing for some time.
I guess that's why they never made it official.
Code being meticulously optimized to our exacting standards. Additionally, this firmware release
Is it
will be available
waterproof?
to
Doubtful.
all previous generation
Like
ULX
most
users
PCBs are,
through
more or
Xpanel.
less.
The ULX competition with the new firmware once again boasts industry-leading
Neither of
latency
these
times.
people are AI.
With the original ULX and the introduction of our now widely used XLAT system, we set benchmarks for the performance.
I remember Finalmouse
with
said they were going to send me an
verifiable
XLAT.
sub 500 microsecond click latency across all
Ridiculously
polling rates
optimized
and sub 600
based.
microsecond motion latency.
Wait, they said the
Now,
numbers were
with the
lower
8K
earlier.
competition
Well, I guess
release,
they're just like playing
our
it safe.
continuous refinements have
You turn it
reduced
up?
our
Oh
click
my
latency
God.
even
Turn it
further
down,
to
turn it up.
319
Turn it
microseconds,
sideways.
and our motion latency to 444 microseconds.
Oh, never mind. These are real
all
numbers.
while retaining wireless stability with strict and consistent timing across all polling rates, now up to 8,000 Hz. This makes the ULX competition the most responsive and reliable wireless gaming mouse in the world.
Is that actually the motion latency on
We
the
have a
fucking
strict
Viper
testing
SIG?
protocol we take
Questionable.
the ULX through on each and every firmware version. This includes cutting-edge stage
What
testing
does it smell like?
in
That's the
noisy
next
RF
segment.
environments like you may find when you are at the LAN with many routers and cell phones around. Here we can
That's
see
based.
just a few of the
Something I
tests we
schizo
do
about.
utilizing our 6-axis robot that has a
Whoa.
precision tolerance of 0.03
Oh, Steve,
millimeters.
this is what somebody was talking about.
Circle tests are some of our favorite comprehensive system tests, since any noticeable drift and errors can also reveal potential
I can do this with my
sensor
hand.
issues and
I
mechanical
can't do
design
that.
issues. In fact, these tests have uncovered
Oh, who
sensor
remembers the
issues
Starlight
on
12 circles?
While many manufacturers utilize similar hardware sensors, their sensors and datasheets can have bugs in their chip code that require fixes.
Said microseconds, but it was
At
milliseconds?
Finalmouse,
Fire him.
We are in non-stop communication with the sensor manufacturer, constantly reporting errors and making chip code updates. We also like to do single-axis motion tests.
I have a feeling
in
there's no
game to look
3950
for
after
acceleration,
the fact that
drift,
hasn't been
and any
mentioned.
RF or
This is high
code
key
issues
aura? True.
that may affect packet delivery. Here we can see the robot conducting a quick succession of maneuvers, going from headshot
robot
to
could out-aim a
headshot
lot
in
of you.
Valorant, before
Likely.
returning to its starting position at a different
Iced coffee
velocity
enjoyer? Yeah.
and repeating the motion. In total, our testing protocol has 83 tests and measurements that must pass
83
with
tests?
100% success before a ULX firmware is released. We're also excited to announce
Literal
a
impact,
game-changing new feature called Tournament Scroll, which solves an issue that has been plaguing gamers for decades. Before we dive into
decades?
what Tournament Scroll does,
Damn,
let's briefly
Finalmouse is
cover
innovative.
how all mouse wheel encoders generally function. Every encoder contains what is called a stop wheel, a small wheel with teeth that define the steps of the wheel. Encoders come in either
Scroll wheel
16-step
anatomy.
or 24-step stop wheels. The issue is that even in a brand new encoder
we
with
2x this
proper
shit? Nah,
debouncing in the
unfortunately.
firmware, there's always
Not
a
that it's
mechanical
boring, I'm
chance
just a
that the
natural
wheel could fall
2xer.
in between these
Final
steps.
wheel? Yeah,
When
where's
this
the final
happens,
math to
the stop
justify
wheel
it?
is essentially balancing on one of the teeth, and any future movement of the mouse pushes the stop wheel onto the next step when you least expect it, which triggers
Maybe it
an
won't
unlocked
reverse scroll? Likely.
While this is a rare occurrence, this can happen during a critical moment in a match. And if you have scroll wheel bound to jump, for instance, it can elicit a jump.
It
at the
just
worst
doesn't
time
matter.
imaginable.
People complain
Throughout
about it all the
years,
time.
no
I
brand
didn't
of
like
mouse
fuck
has
over
been
tens
exempt
once.
of this risk, and there have been many unfortunate moments in pro competition. An important thing to note is that this phenomenon is totally different from reverse scrolls or noisy
Oh,
scrolls
never mind,
caused
it's
by
not
dust and
reverse
aging
scrolls.
in a defective encoder. Tournament Scroll eliminates this risk
They're just
for
encoder
players that
blaming on
have
that
jump
one.
bound to scroll. It works with some simple logic. The algorithm automatically filters the first step when you go and use scroll to jump. However,
Scroll wheel
because a
algorithm.
jump scroll
Beyond
is
my
a burst
expertise.
of signals due to the flick of a scroll, only the first transition is singled out. After this initial transition, the scroll wheel processes all the signals regularly during a given time window. This is done as to not affect the timing of bunny hopping movements. This single transition that is being filtered out by Tournament
Who's
Scroll
using scroll wheel jump? A
catches
ton of
all
people. It
occurrence
just
of
depends
when
on
a
the
stop
game.
wheel gets stuck
I mean, this
between
doesn't
two
really
steps.
affect me, so.
Since falling off the balance point of one of these teeth is always
Came
just
to watch
one
leaks,
single
so watching
transition.
science? That's free thinking.
All of this is configurable through Xpanel and can be disabled or enabled by the user. Additionally, you can choose whether you want to apply tournament scroll filtering
you can change
to only
the window,
mouse wheel up,
evidently.
down, or both. As a competitive player, you need to be able to trust every aspect of your mouse, even the ones you cannot
Final
see.
class, true.
The simple fact is no two
scroll reset it on
implementations are the
Fortnite. I don't
same.
think this really matters for
Every
it.
line of code has consequences, and at Finalmouse, we obsess over the perfection of every one of these lines. The ULX competition is a testament to our pride in our product, and we hope every player experiences.
I should have put Subway Surfers on the screen. That's a good call. How much did I miss? You missed a physics lesson, and then you missed a scroll wheel explanation and some B-roll. That would be tragic if that was it. And that's how I just explained the event. I think they're coming back with more. If this mouse is 300, I'm gonna cry. I don't see why it would be any more than the standard ULX. No 3950. There is not a mention of a 3950, so we can do with that info what we will. The mice are starting at 33 grams. Wait, did it say that? Because I was interested in the 30 gram, like the quick mention of that. I guess like they could like weasel out by being like the mouse in the 30 gram range. I don't know. Beats me. Let's go, Mets. True. Yeah, I mean the game is not soon exactly, but I will be watching it later. You're too loud? Well then fucking turn the volume down. Like there's no other audio. You can just... I'm the same volume I have been. Final splaining. Wait, is that really it? No way, right? Wait, really? No way. Am I like bugged? Join us for a live Q&A? Wait. Do I pull up their Discord? Wait, what the fuck? They're actually like live editing it? That's funny as fuck. That's like something I would do. Worst stream ever? I don't even think it was bad. I was just expecting more for this crazy reveal event, but they didn't even mention it was like always going to be in stock. You think that would be a talking point? Go Discord? Okay. Now where's Finalmouse's Discord? This is going to take me some time. Okay, here we are. Where's the Q&A? What the hell? No price and no stock. True, this is so bizarre. I'm actually perplexed. I will say that does not often happen to me. Wait, and it says chat disconnected on my stream? Please wait while we try reconnecting. Okay, successfully reconnected. Okay, what the fuck? Literally the least shocking announcement ever. Yeah, in terms of new info, besides the scroll wheel feature, I don't think there was a ton. But wow, I almost can't believe it. A live Q&A though. In like general? Is Final Boy just talking in here? Wait, Final Boy's not even online. What the hell is happening? Where would it be though? Major announcements? 8K and lighter. Join us for 1 hour. Okay, Finalmouse. Okay, let's go back to their website. Okay, that's it, I guess. It was a banger video until it was cut short. I agree. If they had like 1 or 2 more sections, could have been pretty great. In the VC, Final Boys in VC. Oh my god, do I join the VC? That would be crazy. Scroll down in the voice chat. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Is he on right now?
Who is Freedom?
I think he just needs permission to join.
I don't know how long this is. How much will the mouse be? Someone get Bordsy on the stage. I don't want to be on the stage. I just want to listen. I'm not trying to be a part of these Finalmouse events. I just want to watch them. Hello, Rattling. How's it going? It's the best one they made so far. Like, mouse-wise? Nobody has it.
Let's see, do I have to add Maxime?
It's too loud. Oh, God. With the different audio, people are going to freak out about the balancing again. We need you to ask the questions. My questions are... I just thought there was going to be more. I thought the Finalmouse, like, this was going to be a day of, like, reveals. I didn't think it was just going to be the ULX competition, but who knows? Finalmouse should hire you for consulting. I agree. You know, I'd take that job on. I've had, like, random companies message me about that, but it's just like I never see it coming to fruition. Finalmouse's Twitter says starting at 33 grams. Okay, let's see. I feel like if I was selling a product, I'd give a release date and a price. Well, the date is October 21st. So people are like talking over me. I'll turn these people down.
So while we're waiting for Maxime to get in here,
you're not muted. I'm suppressed.
The new X panel should be live. You don't. The website might be locked, but you can still access it by going to xpanel.finalmouse.com.
Yeah, I thought they were going to
Once
show
you
the
update,
keyboard.
you'll have 8K.
Thought that
And
as
you'll
well.
also have access to the new tournament scroll.
Okay, here's the info about the mouse. October 21st, 13 days. Discord's bugged at the moment. That's just good trolling.
Wizard X.
Yeah, he should be able to join. He hasn't pressed join the stage.
Maxime, you gotta go in a stage. You gotta join speakers.
That's funny. The engineer doesn't know how to join the server. I mean,
or does he have to
is this gonna last a while?
How does it work?
Like
exactly?
200 people.
Should be able to join. I can invite him to speak.
Shocking.
There you go. I invited him to speak.
This is just awkward.
There he is.
Hey guys.
Wizard man.
Yes. How's everyone doing?
Final bunny hop. True. We got final math,
Good.
final
so
class.
The speakers here are DSY. That's our all our Discord mods are right now our speakers, Maxime, and then
Final Discord mods.
maybe we can get. Where's Mizu?
From Apple style production value to this. Well, this is authentic Finalmouse. RJN just posted a video about their scroll wheel. Are you serious? Or are you trolling me?
How a tournament scroll works because it is a little.
Wait, is this just a tournament scroll Q&A?
On the surface.
I don't know if I have this in me.
Something that
Final
might
meeting.
not make a lot
True.
of sense, but it's actually what we've been finding and testing. With,
He did?
A lot of.
I have it open on
pro
the
players
side.
and stuff is that it's pretty
I'd low-key
easy.
rather do a
So,
watch party of that than this.
Theory, and a high level.
Would you
is
guys
that-
rather watch that?
I'm not
Rather
sure
watch
if you
Rocket Jump
know
Ninja
this
or
from
listen to
other
Final
leagues
Boy
and,
explain the
just
scroll wheel?
seeing this
It's like,
happen
who'd you
for a
rather
long time
listen to?
gaming-wise.
Rocket Jump Ninja or Final Boy?
It's rare, but maybe once in a match, twice.
Watch Rocket,
depending
thank
on
you
how
guys for
often
just
you
saying.
scroll to jump
Okay,
or
sorry for
whatever.
disconnecting Finalmouse, but yeah, sometimes duty calls. Sometimes duty calls. Let's pull up Rocket Jump Ninja. Oh my god.
A limbo jump
Wait,
is when
36 minutes ago? Did you guys just keep this from me for what reason? Okay.
your mouse will get stuck between steps
It's a buck
and ticks
30,
over at a
maybe that
random
long.
time, usually causing you to jump in a pressure situation and lose the fight. So in games like Apex Legends, Counter-Strike and Valorant, this can be really frustrating. Unfortunately, it is a problem on every mouse, because it's
I just
just the
don't
way wheels
experience
work.
this.
I'll just point out quickly that if your mouse wheel is worn out, or has dust on it or something else
I
like
guess I
that,
also don't play
then
those
this
games.
doesn't apply to you. This is just wheels getting stuck between steps. I've been asking for a solution.
We saw
and
this
Finalmouse has
footage.
made a simple fix in their software by ignoring the first step on the scroll, meaning when you use the scroll,
1K
the first
truther.
step won't register. Finalmouse allow you to set this for up, down, or both, and they give you an option called pass-through, which means you can set the time before the filter resets. I recommend 1000, but you can try those and see what
A
you
full
like.
second.
And I was still able to play like normal, but now I'm not so stressed about getting a random jump. So as simple as it is, it actually works really well. Big thanks to Finalmouse for actually doing this. I'm sure everyone who uses the Ultralight X mice and struggles with limbo jumps
I
will
give
love
Rocket
this.
Jump Ninja a
Just
like.
update your firmware, go to Tournament Scroll, and set it up. Not available on previous Finalmouse mice, and obviously it's not going to work for everyone else. So we just have to wait for the other companies to do this too. It's a really frustrating issue, so I hope more companies actually pay attention to it. Anyway, glad to see a solution, even if it is just with one type of mouse at the moment. I'm doing this video to mainly say, hey, you
RJ
can
aiming.
fix this, and it's
Why does
pretty
he play
simple.
Apex? That's
Please
his
save us
issue.
from limbo jumps. So stick around the channel, and I'll put it in videos when other companies start addressing this problem too. So until then, use your links below.
He's just gonna make a
so like
video
and share,
every time a
and I'll
company
catch you
does
in the
this.
next.
It's kind of based. Oh, wait. It's funny how I've never had this happen to me. Yeah, it's not it's like not at the top of my issues with mice, but I mean scroll wheels, like as I see comments, like complaints just as a reviewer, it's definitely up there. Lag. Why are you guys spamming lag? Or is it just one guy doing it? Because Apex aiming is hard and rewarding. It's nowhere near as hard or rewarding as Quake, surely. It's the reason you played it for fucking 20 years or whatever. No lag. Glad to hear. I mean, I guess I can see what Final Boy's
That's
up to.
the landing in between steps phenomenon.
Oh my god, just more scroll wheels.
And until now, there was no really way to fix this. And how Tournament Scroll fixes this,
You got nothing else to innovate, so we're making up issues? I know it's a real issue.
and you enable it. And you can
But
enable it on
it's funny how they made the
down or
flat
both.
sides seem like something that like
Tap scroll
they
wheel
didn't
down,
invent, or
down to
non-flat
scroll
sides
wheel
were what they
down, for
invented,
instance.
and now they bring
Maybe
back
you just
flat
wanna
sides.
Have it enabled on scroll wheel down. So, let's say you do that. And then
Optical
when you
wheel
go to
encoders
jump,
don't do this.
whenever
They're
you
just heavy.
scroll,
Yeah, and they draw more
you're basically
power.
scrolling
But
with
that is
the
true.
scroll. We've done, calculations and some.
What is your
testing and
opinion
stuff,
in
and
one
we
Spanish
see,
word of the
people
event?
normally scroll like 5-6 plus signals
Fuck.
in burst when they go to
I don't
scroll.
know.
And the
What came to
time
mind was
delay,
aburrido. Doesn't that
latency
mean
between
boring? That's not how I feel,
signal and
though. That's
second is,
toxic.
like,
But that's the word that
sub
came to
15,
mind.
sub 10
Other than
milliseconds.
that,
So-
it would
so it's
be...
very much negligible.
I don't know. Maybe we go with that.
So, you know, it's pretty simple. Tournament scroll just
You mean
filters
shocking? How do you say shocking
that
in
first
Spanish?
signal,
Need to add this to my repertoire.
if you have it enabled.
Surely this is
So,
technically more latency,
if
so it
you
might
accidentally
off-put
fall
some
off a
movement
step,
players.
it's gonna
I
catch
mean,
you.
how many times
But
are
anything
you,
after
like,
that
needing
is
to have a
gonna take us
scroll wheel
right.
input happen per
The most
second?
important thing is there's a pass.
Like, separate inputs, I guess.
So, after the very first scroll, the filter stops.
Impactante.
It's not active anymore.
Chocante.
until you go
Is that how you say? I like the
through
second
the
one
period
more.
of time of the pass-through window without using your scroll
It's
wheel.
chocante?
So let's say you're bunny
Let's go.
hopping.
It's
and you want
shocking.
timings to be perfect.
True.
You only like a 10
Who's
millisecond
Eric?
timing.
He used to work for like
discrepancy.
Eastward Tigers, like
That's
kind
not
of
gonna
not an
happen
intern,
because
but like
the
a
pass-through.
community
The pass-through
manager, and I
window
think
you
he
can
does the
set.
same for
So you can have it
Finalmouse.
at 1500
He's making
milliseconds currently is the
making
max.
moves in the mouse
100
industry.
milliseconds. So 1500 milliseconds is like
It's called
1.5
Finalmouse. How do you
seconds,
keep
right?
releasing
So
new ones?
if you're doing like
Final is just a state
you know,
of mind.
big straight
Hall effect scroll wheel
like
is the final
air bunny
solution?
hop or
Probably.
jumps and counters
We need
for
Hall effect
example,
mouse switches as well.
that's plenty of time
Rapid
for
trigger on mouse switches?
to
Could you guys
not
imagine?
scroll
I can.
and then scroll again when you want
How do you like
land,
work in the mouse
and it's
industry?
still
I don't
gonna
know.
be resetting,
You just
uh,
got I think
a
for a
pass
Finalmouse
so it's
Discord,
not
it's
gonna
just
affect your
like
bunny
being in
hopping
there a
time
lot,
for that whole period of time. And same if you're scrolling web
and not just
pages
like
and
being
stuff
in there,
like
but like
that, which
being
I'll
in
get
there
into that in a second.
meaningfully. Why don't I
And
see
then
the
the
call?
lower
I
settings,
don't know.
that's going to be more aggressive. So like, let's say
Good thing you're in here
playing
though.
a
That's how
game,
you can be in the call.
I'm actually going to change the example.
Eric is in school.
Because a lot
Is
of
he in
TAC
school?
FPS games, the jump timer from you
Honestly,
jumping
kinda
and
looks like
landing
it.
is like
Do we know what sensor? I believe 3395. They would have
so
said
really,
the
lower
difference.
setting is
like, if
for
they changed it.
situations where
Pretty
you
much
wanna
the same,
just
but with
stop
solid sides,
a reverse
more or
input
less.
altogether. A
And
good
the
example
scroll
would be
wheel
if you're
is
playing, like,
fixed,
an
and that
MMO
is
game or an
something
ability
that is
based
huge.
game where you have an ability bound to scroll wheel down and scroll wheel up.
Final
And let's say
rat,
you're
chill.
scrolling down,
Ninja rat map.
and your up ability could just be accidentally activated.
How am I using child labor?
There's,
That's
you
funny.
know, you don't want
That's what
any
my
kind of
first ever
pass-through.
Discord server is
So
called.
that's where you would set it on 100
So really the
milliseconds
only improvement in this
pass-through
release is
time.
the scroll
So you're
wheel and the
basically
coding?
having
Yeah, and the
constant
solid sides.
active, filter.
I'm guessing they kept the
only
weight the
downside
same?
there really is that, you
Same
know,
shapes
if
like
you are
before?
running
Yeah, they also
or
changed the
something,
shape names.
you're gonna be
I forgot about
having
that.
like, kind of 10 millisecond
They
timing
fucking
difference, which actually
changed the
doesn't
large
like-
into classic,
it
and then
doesn't
just small and
negatively
medium.
impact it at all. But
Also, are me and
it's
Final
something
Boy
to care
overlapping?
about,
Nobody's
just set it
complained, so I
higher.
doubt it's an issue.
If not, then you
No
can
improvement in the
set it
price? They
lower
haven't mentioned the
or,
price,
you know,
but that would lead you to believe it's not cheaper.
and that,
Since
that's
they didn't mention
basically
price, it must be true.
Um,
True. Isn't it weird that only Eric
so
has the
like,
cam
like
on?
cover tournament
It's
scroll.
it's kind of funny because
Yeah,
like
I think you
I
explained
get
pretty
why
well.
Final Boy wouldn't
It's
though.
basically kind of an insurance policy. You're using it. You shouldn't.
Final Boy's just
shouldn't feel
mysterious.
when
Is this a
it's
secret
enabled
voice
or
chat? Is
not,
it? I'm just streaming
when
it.
you're using it
That'd be
for
awkward. I don't think
jump
so. Though.
scroll or anything like that. But when you have that accidental scroll wheel falling into its notch, into its place, then you're gonna be really
Can I
happy
relax
that
class small 17 by 8? Maybe. It would
Yeah,
probably
should
still
be
feel
better.
small. Recommend the medium over
And
it.
that's the
Maybe.
feedback we got basically from.
Yeah, it's not
people.
public. Wait, really?
It's kind of just a really
Well, it's
good
just. Wait, no. They
psychological
said join for the fucking reveal event at the end of the
knowing that
video.
You can bunny
I don't
hop
know.
in the most intense situations. You can jump, and you're never.
Have you been
gonna
testing
have
to do Zowie mice? No, but they
clutch
should send them
ground
out to me
moment
very
where you
soon.
accidentally jump and you limbo
Okay,
jump.
now this is just getting impressive. Like, how long can they just talk about this scroll wheel feature?
So,
The VC
you know,
is
that's-
locked?
that's tournament
Damn.
scroll. You
It's
guys can
public
try
if you
that
have a
yourself,
Final Mouse and show it in the cord.
upgrade the
Damn.
firmware, the Edge panel page should be
Wasn't
up.
Final Boy's
Play
identity
around with
leaked
it.
anyways? Yeah, like people know about his like
You'll
the
definitely notice
pre-Final
that if
Mouse
you're scrolling
project.
web pages,
But he just still
you
doesn't
know,
like the
that's where
type to
you'll
show his
really
face, I
notice
guess.
the filtering, 'cause when you're scrolling web pages, you're usually going
You can
one
see it if you have
pixel
the
at a
Star
time.
King roll.
So you know
It is
that
public.
Could be a little irritating.
I don't know what
if
to
you
believe.
Don't have the pass
I doubt they
through
really
higher,
care if
but
this info
that's
gets
why
out
we
there.
gave the option
What's
to
the tournament scroll thing? I recommend watching
go
Rocket
to
Jump Ninja's video on
you
it.
know, intense competitive match, or you got an important game. Turn it on.
What
and
size
you're
are you
just
gonna get?
Browsing the web for the week, and you're not really playing intense games, or you're playing.
Probably a
Minecraft or
large and a
something.
small.
Obviously, keep it.
I just like get a small of like
But
every
yeah,
release,
kinda
going back
all
many
up to How you
releases.
guys wanted to do it. So.
or when you're in class, of course, like Eric.
Oh, Eric
Yeah,
is in
Eric's
class.
over here. He's in high school. He's in middle school. He's in geography class.
We can use tournament scroll
what's
now if we have a
Eric,
What?
Turn off your tournament scroll right now.
I'm not. I don't believe so. Wait, no,
but yeah,
I
best
do
camera
believe so.
scroll.
Yes, you can.
And Maxime, do you want to get into just some of the improvements on the 8K firmware, and then after that we can dive into some
You mean
Centerpiece,
classic? Oh yes, fuck, I do. That's so weird.
Mousepad
Why wouldn't they
teasers,
just do
which I know
small,
everybody
medium,
just cares
large?
what
Why would they
Centerpiece
do
is. I don't think people
small,
even care
medium,
about
classic?
buttons anymore. Everybody's just,
Using it right now, you can use tournament scroll. Can you confirm that the feature
we
works?
certainly took our time to really finesse this 8K firmware release. And
Final Boy
it's
is
been in
RJ,
beta
sure.
for a long time.
Because
Some
classic
people have
sells
tried
better?
to beta.
I guess so.
We're really
People just see a word
confident
large
releasing
and
this
they're like,
8K
fuck this.
firmware right now. It's our default.
Okay, now we're
firmware.
getting
It's
to the
live on
8K
XPanel
firmware.
right now, and
Will
we're
we ever
pretty
get to the
confident we can
price?
say this is
Is
one
there a
of the
picture of
best,
this thing
8K
somewhere?
implementations
This
out
is the
there.
closest we have.
So it's not just us saying that. You can check with different reviewers.
You agree
the
with
falling
Rocket
of the
Gym Ninja
sensor
that
is
mouse
super
should
stable.
60% of your
You're
hand
gonna
for...
get the
I have
best
no
8K
idea.
results
Probably,
with
no, I
our
don't think.
mice.
Yeah,
You can,
maybe.
get
Favorite
compared
NFL
to
team? The
any other
Jets,
8K
sadly.
implementation. I'm pretty confident you'll enjoy it.
He is
Sweet.
in
Yeah,
class.
I mean 8K.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like 8K is definitely not a thing I've ever been a big supporter of. You know,
Damn.
like I think 8K.
Final Boy himself,
current
anti-8K.
frame rates, current FPS you're getting in game. I think there's a big placebo factor to 8K. You know,
This is crazy here from a CEO.
changed
Pretty
my
shocking.
opinions on
See the
that.
solo news? Yeah, of
People are
course.
gonna disagree,
But I mean, I
people are
didn't
gonna
really,
agree.
you know, like,
But the really
he's
cool
not a
thing
great
with the
coach.
8K firmware, it's not just that the 8K polling.
Does
rate
Finalmouse send you
setting
review
is really
units?
dialed in.
They did it
It's
for the
dialed in across
ASU.
the board on
They
all
sent me
polling.
one Tara.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'm gonna
High,
get one of
so at
these.
1K,
Probably.
2K, 4K, all of these are just pristine right now.
Do you
This is-
recommend to
this-
add sponge
that-
on the
this
side of your
firmware release
keyboard?
has been
No,
tested
unless you're really concerned about
kind
getting
of
like
in parallel
dinged by
behind
your
the scenes
mouse.
for like 2 years at this point. So
Yeah, even if you're not
Placebo
actually
in
using
8K.
it still works.
Well, he's saying that a lot of people who
Upgrading your
use
firmware, you're
8K
gonna get better
are
results
probably
in all the
placebo
other
pilled,
polling
which I don't
rates. You'll
doubt.
see that also our click latency improved across the board, so all polling rates are actually improved.
Pushing latency from the weight, then
Honestly,
calling
on
8K
all
placebo?
polling rates, so
Well, that's the
definitely
exact point.
worth
You can
upgrading
save
even
more
if you're
weight
not
with a,
using
or you can
the
save
8K
more
setting,
time by using
which,
a lighter mouse than you can by optimizing
you have to
latency.
decide for yourself if it's worth the hype or not.
When
For
firmware out
us,
for
it's also
8K,
a
it's out
testament
now.
to,
So if you don't have access
technology
to
that we're
it,
trying to push as far
that's
as
just crazy
possible.
because it's been
And
out
of
for like
course,
6
how much
months.
the real benefit is when you're playing a game depends on your system, depends on your game.
Only
depends
wired
on your
8K
skill.
works right now,
That's-
I
we'll leave
swear.
that up to you guys.
That's
but,
not, I mean,
the upgrade
wireless
is gonna be
8K,
good.
they exist.
Maxine,
yeah,
tell him a little something.
Not every
about
Chinese
how
mouse,
you
though, will
hooked
be
up the
good
1K
8K.
and 2K and 4K to be even
Oh,
faster.
we're getting a story
right? 'Cause
time.
the latency got faster. Like, this is gonna go over everybody's heads, including me. But like, what? How did you reduce?
Mine's
the
grayed
power
out, says
down
under
by
testing.
5%?
Go to the
What were
firmware
some of
section
the
in
options?
Xpanel, then add dash
so
beta to the end
there's
of
a
the
lot
link.
of stuff going into
like
this
at the top of your
wireless
screen,
protocol. It's basically the
and then
hardest part
it'll
of
allow you to
a
update the
wireless
firmware.
gaming mouse.
They got mad at me the last
Sensor
time I said how to
implementation's
do it
one
on
of the-
stream, but if
this
there's
is a
somebody
big
in my
part too,
chat
but obviously
who is
the
clearly
wireless part is
helpless
where-
and
where
in
it's
need of
at.
the 8K, they
And,
deserve 8K,
Um,
rather
what we've
than
been
to
doing
go
is
around
constantly
saying that there's
looking
no
for
8K
ways to
when
improve,
there's 8K.
the way
Thank
the
you. You
dongle
are
and the
welcome.
mouse are
8K
communicating
is out on
wirelessly,
public firmware
and
now?
the kind of
Is
packets
that true,
that
though?
are being sent
Like,
between
I thought it was like
when these
semi-public.
packets
Do we know the
need to be
price of the
acknowledged
mouse?
by the
No.
dongle when they don't
Looks
need
like
to
the
be acknowledged.
Arbiter Studio
Trying
mouse.
different packet
They do have like a
types.
similar color.
And
Where
what
the
we
fuck
did is
is my
basically
kid's at?
squeeze
So, like,
those
put it
packets
back
to
in a
be as
box.
small as possible.
What size you'll actually use?
while
Most
not
often I
giving
use
up
the
any
small for
functionality.
fingertip.
So we have a very
I'm not gonna lie, this is really boring.
very in-depth,
Like,
very broad.
I thought they said it was gonna be a Q&A,
way to
but they're just talking about
recover
like
lost
the
data. So
8K
wireless
and
transmissions aren't going to
scrolling.
be perfect. There's going to be interference. You're going to get lost packets, and we're
Do
basically.
you experience unbalanced
re-
ROM on the Mad Art
recovering
Major? I want
lost
to do an
data,
RMA, but ATK doesn't
with
reply.
different
That doesn't
tricks
surprise me.
we're
I didn't really notice
we
any
didn't wanna
issues with
give
like
up
my
any
base
of
being
that.
warped.
So we still squeeze those packets.
They're
as
gonna
small
talk
as
about the
possible, which is
keyboard
also
when,
really good
though?
for battery
Why
life.
wouldn't they start with the exciting stuff?
And
Why
that's
would they
basically
re-explain
how
what
for
they
8K
explained in
we-
the video
we had to
and then
make
get
all
to
of this
the stuff they didn't put in the
super
video?
super fast and super short.
They said
wireless
after
transmission,
this?
and that benefited all the other polling rates.
Who the fuck is
as
Eric? He's
well,
like one of their
because
mods, like a
we didn't
helper.
Optimize just
also in
the
school.
8K, setting, but all of them.
Price nobody knows.
That's that's why.
Is this the
why
max
the
live
benefits are
viewers
not
Sporty's
only
had?
on
It was
8K.
around 1,000
You
earlier. I
also
don't know
see
what it's
that
at
our
now.
8K implementation.
When do you get yours? I have no
Of course,
idea. I'm gonna
parallel
order
isn't
one on
gonna
the
be great
21st
'cause
when
you're
it
sending
drops.
8,000 packets a second, but it's still gonna be
Eric Moggs, true.
Pretty
B6
okay.
Mini or small
and,
ULX for first Mini
I'm
mouse?
sure a lot.
I mean, if you're down to wait for a Finalmouse drop and presuming they don't fucking increase the price,
Yeah.
small
I mean,
ULX is an option, but
it's the
B6
best
Mini you could get it right
firmware.
now, so it's really just.
I think everybody
toss it.
wants
I mean,
us to
Final
stop
Boy just said
talking
the
about
best
mice.
firmware.
What do you guys think?
Said everybody
Really,
wants us to
everybody wants to
stop
hear about,
talking about mice. He's listening. He's tapped in.
Which is actually what
Need to put you on
Max is
stage to ask the
basically
important
working on.
questions. I don't even have any important
Since
questions. I
this,
just feel like, tell us
since
more.
the
Like, what else does
ULX
Finalmouse have
competition
planned?
firmware
Because I know about one
is
final
finished and
product
stable.
that I can't leak. Ain't the software on the
People
B6
here
Mini
just
dead?
wait.
No, that was the original B-Stex. The B-Stex Mini was the first one from the new software company that's
That's what it
still
seems
updated.
like.
But it's also smaller than the
Alright,
ULX
so
small.
we
Boards you
got
lock
some
in.
big,
I'm locked in.
So there's a lot of things that have been happening behind the scenes with Centerpiece. I mean,
Oh, Centerpiece.
let me just
Thank
put it
God
this
I
way:
didn't leave.
it's our most ambitious thing ever. I think it's the most ambitious peripheral product probably of all time in PC gaming.
Ambitious peripheral of
We've
all
had
time.
to scrap basically the original design because we've just come up with new things that we wanted to implement. And
Oh, they
it's,
scrapped the
There's been
design.
a lot of pivots.
That explains things.
So I think it's been like 4 years plus now that we're working on Centerpiece. What you guys saw during the first Centerpiece reveal was basically the first path and the first trajectory we took down.
What
with
happened with the
Centerpiece.
Flux keyboard? That was like a clone of
and
the Centerpiece.
when we were
Is
going
that still,
down
like,
that
permanently
development route, kind of in the middle of it, honestly, is when Hall effect and analog keyboards, thanks to the trends put out by Wu-Ting, and now obviously
I think
lots
you can
of
buy
the
one. What?
other people putting out Hall effect, and even Steel
Have I
Series,
missed
they
much?
first had one. That
A
really
bit,
started
not a
kicking
ton,
into
though.
gear kind of
This is the
early,
Centerpiece talk,
halfway
so.
into our Centerpiece development.
What happened so far? They announced the
Um,
ULX competition.
So as a company,
now they're
obviously,
talking about
we're
the
super
keyboard in the
performance
Discord.
oriented. Like everything we do is about performance.
You can pre-order the
And
Flux?
when we first
Interesting.
kicked off Centerpiece,
Nobody
it was
has one in
actually the
hand.
mindset was more like in the mechanical keyboard kind of enthusiast hobbyist realm, like the people that are replacing keycaps and designing their keys and collecting the
I
coolest
told him
cases, right?
when
Like
I
that
first
was
heard
what
about
was
the Centerpiece. I was like, you
hot
got to
in
put in Hall effect
2019, and
switches.
I didn't know much about keyboards when I went into keyboards around that time.
Have you tried Jade
That's
switches
what I
on the
saw. It was
80HE?
people were
No,
telling
but
me,
I
"Oh,
might
this case
cop
is good,
some
this, that."
on
So
a Prime Day.
we went in wanting to develop
well.
just the most
really
premium
want to.
aesthetic, centerpiece for your setup. Something where you could put wallpapers and have it match
Probably
your
180?
vibe, your actual
Likely.
desktop wallpaper.
Potentially.
Something that just would completely destroy any custom cool case with custom
For
keycaps and
the
whatnot.
Flux
It was
is
it was an
450, damn.
aesthetic kind of flex product, right? And it was cool. Obviously, all you guys were hyped on it. But I think since that time, a lot of time passed in R&D, and Hall effect and analog became
Mouse
way
tier
more
list
important.
when?
And
I don't know. I thought I was
kind of
going to do it by
basically
October.
one day during an
Maybe I
engineering
should just do it without
brainstorming
those
session, we
AliExpress
kind of had
skates.
a light bulb.
Wu-Ting will still
idea
probably be
on
better for
something.
gaming. Most likely gaming.
Not going to
dude.
say what it is yet. You guys will see soon. But some some
keyboard,
crazy
like Hall effect
innovations
firmware has been
started
pretty much
just
figured
popping
out.
out left and right. Like one of those magical days where just
A
the most
magical day,
ingenious
free
things are
thinking.
coming out of the brainstorming sessions. And we were faced with a choice, basically. Do we continue and push development on Centerpiece, put this
they're
thing
fine,
out in
Sutra.
an era where
They
Hall
play, like,
effect and
controlled.
analog is basically
Not
super
good on
necessary
glass.
for performance, and basically launch a product that wasn't
I
performance
wouldn't they're not
oriented.
my favorite. I just don't love the
Especially
plastic
when we
material.
essentially were sitting on some of these crazy innovations that we had that could bring that
Anyone
Hall
know what the
effect
price
to the
is? No.
Centerpiece in a way
Maybe they'll
that
mention.
you can't even imagine. So
We can't even imagine this.
we decided basically to stop the original Centerpiece,
Wu-Tang keyboard.
rename it the product Centerpiece Pro. So that's what
Centerpiece
it's going to be
Pro.
now, Centerpiece Pro. All Founders Edition, all people with access codes. It's all still going to give you early access, but now only to Centerpiece Pro. Centerpiece Pro
I don't even understand
doesn't
what's
use
happening.
switches. It doesn't even use Hall effect switches.
It doesn't use
It doesn't
switches.
use magnetic levitation. It doesn't use anything that you know about. We literally invented a new way for a mechanical keyboard to work and utilize analog technology.
Interesting.
So
Mechanical keyboard
it's
with no
completely
switch.
different. We've got literally a few patents already lined up for it. It's going to blow your minds. The keyboard doesn't have switches, so just remember that.
It's pretty
So
shocking.
that means it's doing Centerpiece better than Centerpiece even did. So the Centerpiece the aesthetic
So like
keyboard.
Wooting,
That's
no,
cool
there are
with
switches
the
in a
visuals.
Wooting.
Centerpiece Pro.
There's
gives
little
you
guys in
a
each
better
key, yeah.
view of the visuals. It gives you a better view
Leveraging
of the
ants.
display. You're going to be able to get even cooler
Touchscreen
wallpapers.
keyboard, imagine?
It's going to look even more amazing the way it's shining through the keyboard. And on top of this, you're going to be getting analog performance that's literally better than anything out there. You know,
Never
0.1
mind.
millimeter
Take back my
accuracy,
words.
rapid trigger,
Better than anything.
8K, anything you want really when you think analog. It's all going to be there.
Any feature you can
But
think
it's
of
now
that has
there
it. It's the best
together with
keyboard.
what Centerpiece originally did, and we're really lucky that we were able to kind of marry what the original Centerpiece had and where the world was going in the
Here's
performance
something to
market.
read boards. Yeah,
So
you're bored. I'm actually.
I
that
think now
bored.
we're very
a little bit
confident
ago.
in it,
I was.
and we've been on this path.
just got some
and
big news.
Centerpiece Pro is projected to, it's actually finishing all early development.
Finishing
It's-
early
it's now
development.
going into the beginning stages of mass production. We're going
Beginning
to be
mass
launching,
production.
releasing a reveal date very soon.
They're going to be
Obviously, I've been
announcing
telling
the reveal
people
date
this holidays. That's still basically
soon. A reveal for the
on the
reveal.
table. So
Holidays
you know, keep an
are
eye
on
out
the
because it's
table.
going to be happening.
It's like
pretty
2
soon.
months.
The price point hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It's still going to be $349.
$349.
No increase in price, and you're still getting all the new Centerpiece Pro tech. You're going to be getting all the analog. It's going to be
How
doing
long
what
has it been
Centerpiece
since the
did,
Centerpiece? Like
but even
2
better.
years plus.
And it's going to be doing some other things as well. You know, like just to give you a little sneak peek, you won't need a Stream Deck on your table anymore. You won't need a lot of things. Your Centerpiece, you're going to be basically typing on an analog performance keyboard with part of your keyboard able to show like what song you're listening to in Spotify, and just crazy overlays within overlays, and obviously the crazy cool
Did
video
you change her
wallpapers,
room?
interactive
No, but the camera
wallpapers.
angle might be a little
The
bit
GPU
different.
is still rendering all of these cool visuals. So it's doing what Centerpiece
But
did
it's actually
plus more at
touchscreen?
the
I have
same
no
price.
idea. I mean, what does
I would
not
say,
having
you know,
switches
the only
mean?
thing that we've kind of had to take some kind of a cost compromise on is the aluminum case. Obviously, we have a lot of this new tech in here.
Plastic
There's a lot
case?
of magnets going into this thing. There's a lot of crazy tech.
Flux keyboard? Well, this was
And
announced
we
before
decided
the
not
Flux,
to
to be
do
fair.
the engraved.
And people are
aluminum
like, Flux
case.
is better. Just buy that. It's going to ship first.
For several
have a
reasons.
chip.
One, I think it fit the original Centerpiece vibe a little more aesthetically in terms of what it was. It was more of a showcase flex product, whereas Centerpiece
Goggles,
Pro,
like it has like see-through keycaps.
you know, it's
So
performance.
there's like you
It's
can just have
function.
anything
It's more like
displayed on your
a
keyboard, pretty much.
ULX
That was the
competition.
idea, at least.
And we wanted that to be able to
Water review
to
Poland
match on
Springs
your
the
setup
best.
when you get, you know, the keyboard and the
Temperature
mouse and
review.
everything together. So that's where Centerpiece Pro is at. We're very, very close.
Yeah, Ace. That's pretty much
hold on to
like
your
the same
codes.
thing that happened with the
Lasers
Centerpiece,
here.
except they supposedly did not increase the
Late
price.
as usual.
Can I make the
But yeah,
Centerpiece an
that's
aquarium?
Centerpiece
Yeah,
Pro, and we're
that was
hoping, you know,
literally
to
in
have,
the
like, you know, a
first
10th
call.
anniversary
I had it explained to me by Final Boy. The first thing he said was, "Imagine a keyboard with koi fish," and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And then he like eventually explained that.
but also getting
Yeah.
something really cool around the holiday season. So you know,
NYC
that's
water
where
is only
that's
good for
at.
pizza dough, not
And then
drinking. Yeah,
another
I'm
epic
not a.
thing that we
I
have
don't love
coming is
drinking.
the
I'm sure I
third product
could.
category, which is the Mousepad.
Yeah,
You
Poland
know,
Spring
as
just
many
clears.
of you guys know, it's like we haven't had a Mousepad forever, ever, right? Like we've never wanted
This
to
is
just
my-
put out
this is
some
my thing. I know
Mousepad
about
that's
the final
the
Mousepad.
Mousepad is the same as everything else, and the community's always talked in depth. I know a lot of you guys are passionate about Mousepads.
Do you eat NYC street food?
And we never wanted to do a Mousepad
Yeah, I
that
mean,
wasn't
the way you
different
question
and
it,
innovative.
the way you
And
say
we've
that makes me
talked,
think like
you know,
food off the street.
over
I
and
don't
over
like
as a
food trucks
community on,
like
what we can do with
stands.
Mousepads.
Yeah, sure.
I know you guys have always talked in Discord about ideas and things. And basically a decade has gone by where, you know, we just didn't know.
Wonder what he's gonna
What do
say
you do
about
with
the pad
Mousepad?
because I actually know what it is.
Once again, really lucky.
will
Apparently
be.
2024 was just like light bulb.
Chicken over
year.
rice.
We
Good
figured
food.
out what
Yeah,
we
from
wanted
like
to
a
do with
halal card.
Mousepads.
Very good.
That's coming very, very soon. Potentially sooner.
That's funny,
than
Rue.
Centerpiece Pro. So
That's
this
gonna
is,
be
you know,
possible.
literally in the
Subway
very,
Surfers
very
and a
near
movie on your
future.
keyboard.
We'll be launching and announcing that on social media.
Damn,
You
no
guys
event
are
for the
gonna be Very,
Mousepad.
very happy about.
You
about
had
the
Adele's. I don't think
Mousepad.
so.
It's I think it's you know, the only innovative game-changing thing that's happened in Mousepad since like, really ever. I guess the last
This is
thing
the
was,
only
Artisan was
innovation.
using the pour-on bases and really upping the quality.
True.
Glass
Final Boy
Mousepads,
giving
right?
Artisan some credit.
This is definitely the biggest jump, and it's gonna look really, really cool on a desk next to a Centerpiece. So
can you send me some Artisan dot speeds? Right now. Theoretically, I could.
And
First
ULX
creaking
competition is launching.
Watching the Talk to a podcast on my transparent Centerpiece
coming up here.
It's possible. Where old is your?
And after that, hopefully, more competition colorways. And I think that's basically
more competition colorways.
Everything we got.
That's everything.
That's the full suite. Once we get that, it's we're gonna have to think of some crazy other ideas because you'll have.
They'll get back to the final shoes
set up, and you'll be Finalmouse gaming. So.
Final
cool, exciting stuff.
I wish that was the last word he
Mizu,
said.
what did you think of the reveal?
I'll second test. I couldn't watch it.
Wow. See, that's the issue. All of Finalmouse's employees are in class.
I'm taking tests right now.
They say he's taking a test.
Mizu's apparently employed by Finalmouse as a customer support agent, but he's not even.
They didn't release
attentive.
The price. True.
He's,
yeah, wait, that's actually like weird.
Not
Why
online during the reveels.
I guess I'm fired. I don't know.
It's not a strong showing, Mizu.
Mizu in class? That's funny.
Oh,
you should have been in my stream. That would have been commitment. You need to develop a new microphone? Final mic? Final pad? Final chair?
I think the key thing is
final
here,
headset?
we probably shouldn't
gotta be something
scheduling
better
stuff
than
during
final
school
headset.
hours in the future.
True.
I think probably weekends or after school is the move.
Why did they think Tuesday afternoon was like prime time for an announcement?
But yeah,
they're too focused.
That's
on
all
the
I had, Maxime. Did you want to add anything about X panel or the firmware?
Crazy that price wasn't released for a keynote. Yeah, maybe somebody will ask the price.
We touched all important points.
Nice. And yeah, when you guys, I'm gonna be posting.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you'll guess it's 189. Maybe I just figured it went
ULX
without
competition.
saying.
It actually looks way better in person.
Candid
Black,
shots.
very nuanced black products are hard to capture.
You could ask price.
Studio
you could
photography,
do it.
But it looks phenomenal, just like with an iPhone on in regular lighting. So we'll be posting plenty of
final clock. Yeah,
candid
final
shots
watch
of the ULX competition because we think it's.
This is the funniest arc of final memes so far. This has been a pretty legendary stream, I will say.
You'll see what I'm talking about. Maybe
any Rex for mouse review / content creation. I'm new to the space. You just gotta be really consistent. Be much more consistent than most reviewers are. I can think of like 5 reviewers who like actually review like a lot of products.
So you're seeing all the cool tooling.
And that's what it comes down to. Because if you only review like one thing like every few months, you're just not going to be able to like grow. If you don't care about growing, you just want to have like passion and like your hobby, then just do whatever, you know.
You don't see the
do as you wish.
You're still seeing through to the carbon composite.
When does this release? On October 21st.
Or like any kind of gimmicky forged carbon. It's this is.
It's not gimmicky forged carbon.
Video, we chop this carbon fiber here in the U.S.
We chop the carbon fiber here in the U.S. Wait, really? We were looking at American machines earlier.
It's a very, very low density composite. The
we're the best
that's used
mouse
in
skates at the moment. Best dot skates for
so
class heads. I like Jade Airs a lot from X-Ray Pad.
Forged. It looks more like
the firmware is live right now.
Kind of
shocking. Gotta
through
get
the
in
material,
on it.
and it's more prevalent in like light when you're hitting it with a lot of light, and you're just gonna see the flow lines of where like the carbon is like meeting with the carbon like as it was molding the product. You're gonna see like the engravings are all shiny and glossy not because we painted it glossy, but just because it's the tool.
I'm enjoying those glide cyclones. Yeah, those are like more on the control side though.
The
what do you got banned? No, it's just a message removal.
So like that's how the tool is polished.
Scalpers assemble. I think it's gonna be like
all the little.
It's not gonna be limited.
Nuances and
why and when did you start saying shocking? Just curious. I don't even remember why I started, but it just kind of stuck.
Chassis, every little mark
like,
and detail.
I had a really long shocking streak going.
It looks
like 10 straight
videos. It
looks
very sophisticated. It's probably our most sophisticated.
Very sophisticated.
Mouse. After this, we're probably going to go the complete opposite direction and launch like a pink bunny mouse or like some kind of
Pink bunny
Pokemon
mouse.
colors after this, because
Pokemon
this
colors.
is
What does
this
that
is
even mean?
incredibly like
Pink
refined
bunny
in
mouse
terms of
with
its look.
Pokemon
So if you
colors.
guys are kind
Somebody's
of
gotta make
stealth
that.
fans
Let's
and,
go,
and
Mets.
want an
True.
elegant setup,
Have you tried TJ exclusive
this
stuff?
is,
Yeah, I think I've
this
tried
is
all of their
definitely
products.
the colorway for those people. If you
What's
like
your
colorful
favorite
stuff,
mouse
this is
shape
not
of
your-
all
this-
time?
This is not
Maybe
your
the
mouse.
UL2.
Wait for the pink
Maybe
button mouse.
the GPX.
But,
I don't know. My final mouse just broke.
For everybody else, this is
Maybe it
it's
didn't.
going to be looking pretty
We
sweet.
popped a final pill. Yeah, he's coming down off of
It's
it
actually
now.
much darker.
Did you
than
watch
the
Game 2
image
versus
we-
the Phillies? Yeah, the
official
end was
studio
so
image we
brutal.
posted here.
Like, I
It's
felt like
a much deeper
if they didn't
black.
score after the Vientos homer, that they just were going to
You
lose
guys
the
will
game,
see
and that
soon enough.
happened. So, but
So
I mean,
yeah, I think
Vientos
that's
is a
everything.
beast.
Don't want to drag this on too much. Stay tuned. We'll keep posting stuff up here till the 21st.
Wow.
More information on ULX competition, and
I don't think the
keep
ULX
chatting in
competition
Discord.
will be above $200, but the fact that they didn't say
Good
is
stuff, guys.
shocking. Wow.
Talk to you later.
Here.
See everybody.
There we go. Okay, I think that is going to be about all for the stream, you know? Now there's no more Finalmouse stuff to talk about. We still don't know the price, but that's really the only thing we don't know. Well, it is over. Don't cry because it's over. Be happy that it happened. And, I mean, yeah, that's so much stuff happened. We first had the final math lesson. We had the videos. We had a lot. Then we had a Discord Q&A where there weren't really questions that were answered. It was just like they went over a few things. Fun stream. Appreciate that. But yeah, all of you guys have a blessed rest of your days. Mets fans, hope for the best. And yeah, respect your elders. Peace out. I should have a video probably the day after tomorrow. I don't know what it's going to be, but there will be a video. But yeah, peace out, guys. Shout out to